Well, welcome to Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, February 7th, 2022, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Apple TV Plus has scheduled the premiere of Shining Girls, its new thriller series starring Elisabeth Moss, on April 29th. Emmy winner Michelle MacLaren, whose credits include Breaking Bad, directed the first two episodes of the 8-part drama about a Chicago newspaper archivist whose career is sidelined when she becomes the victim of a violent assault. The cast also includes Philippa Sue, Amy Brenneman, and Jamie Bell. Strange Angel writer-producer Sika Louisa is the showrunner for the adaptation of Lauren Buke's novel. Friday news release from the streaming service said, when Kirby learns that a recent murder mirrors her own case, she partners with seasoned yet troubled reporter Dan Velasquez, played by Wagner Moura, to uncover her attacker's identity. As they realize these cases are extremely linked, their own personal traumas, and Kirby's blurred reality allows her assailant to remain one step ahead. HBO has announced its renewed Zendaya drama Euphoria for a third season, starring Hunter Schafer, Nika King, Eric Dane, Angus Cloud, Jacob Elordi, Algie Smith, Sydney Sweeney, Alexa Demi, Barbie Ferreira, Maud Apatow, Jevon Walton, Dominic Fike, Storm Reed, and Austin Abraham. The eighth and final episode of Season 2 is set to air February 27th. The young adult show about love, loss, and addiction was created, written, and directed and executive produced by Sam Levinson. Francesca Orsi, the executive vice president of HBO programming, said in a statement Friday, Sam, Zendaya, and the entire cast and crew of Euphoria have taken Season 2 to extraordinary heights, challenging the narrative convention and form while maintaining its heart. We couldn't be more honored to work with this gifted, wildly talented team, or more excited to continue our journey with them into Season 3. Actress, rapper, and comedian Aquafina took to Twitter for the first time in 2 years on Saturday to address criticism for her use of the African American vernacular English, or blaccent. In a lengthy letter posted to the social media platform, the Asian American performer said that, quote, linguistic acculturation, immigrant acculturation, and the inevitable passage of a globalized internet slang all play a factor in the fine line between offensive and pop culture. She wrote, the African American community is a group that is disproportionately affected by institutionalized policies and law enforcement policies, all the while having historically and routinely seen their culture stolen, exploited, and appropriated by the dominant culture for monetary gains without acknowledgement nor respect for where those roots came from. Aquafina, whose given name is Nora Lum, comes from an immigrant background and has starred in films including Crazy Rich Asians and the Marvel film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. She said that she carved her identity out of television and movies, childhood acquaintances, and a, quote, undying love and respect for hip-hop. She said, I think as a group, Asian Americans are still trying to figure out what that journey means to them. To mock, belittle, or to be unkind in any way possible at the expense of others is simply not my nature. It never has and never will be. In a follow-up tweet, she said she would be leaving the ingrown toenail that is Twitter until 2024, but will remain on other social media platforms. Her statement drew widespread criticism on Twitter, where journalists, activists, and organizations said that her statement did not include an apology for appropriating black culture. Her post received far more critical comments and retweets than it did likes. Critics also pointed out that Aquafina has chosen to put out the statement during February, which is Black History Month. Aquafina has been previously asked about her use of AAVE and black speaking patterns in previous interviews. While doing press for Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, She said she was, quote, open to the conversation. She said, it really is something that I think it's a little bit multifaceted and layered. Netflix is celebrating 10 years of original series. The nascent streaming service debuted the Norwegian crime dramedy Lilyhammer starring Steve Van Zandt a decade ago Sunday. Ted Sarandos, the Netflix co-chief executive officer and chief content officer, recalled in a weekend blog post of how Van Zandt had filmed the series for a Norwegian TV station, then offered it to Netflix when he heard the company was seeking new shows. Sarandos wrote, "We watched it and we loved it. I thought it was a class fish out of water story, with Stevie playing a role loved by audiences, and the interplay between his no-nonsense hitman Frank Tagliano and the gentle community around him made for some great comedy. It was a culture. It was a character that was so familiar in a culture that few audiences have seen. I wasn't sure what would come from that first call with Stevie. Am a huge fan of his music, and I loved him in The Sopranos, so I was happy to just get to talk to him for a few minutes. Netflix not only bought the show, but it ordered a second season of it. Sarandon said, "Thank you, Lilyhammer and Steve Van Zandt, for starting this incredible 10-year journey. It's always hard to predict what to come in the next 10, but one thing is certain, we have many great stories from anywhere that are loved by everywhere." Caddyshack icon Bill Murray sank a golf ball without looking at the annual People Beach Pro-Am this weekend. Video of the behind-the-back putt was posted on Twitter by the PGA Tour late Saturday afternoon. It has already gotten 2.5 million views. A reporter noted avid golfer Murray is a fixture at the annual tournament and popular with fans. Other celebrities who played this weekend include Los Angeles Dodgers star outfielder Mookie Betts and rapper Schoolboy Q. Peacock is giving a glimpse of its new series in 2022. Streaming service shared a first look video Friday during the opening ceremony for the Beijing Winter Olympics. The new shows include Vampire Academy, a fantasy horror series based on the Rochelle Mead book series. The TV adaptation hails from the Vampire Diaries showrunner Julie Plec and Marguerite McIntyre and stars Sissy Stringer, Danielle Nieves, Kieran Moore, and Andre Day Kim. Bel-Air, a reboot of the Prince of Bel-Air, is also coming to Peacock. The series stars and features original Fresh Prince star Will Smith as an executive producer. Other series include Queer as Folk reboot, Joe vs. Carol, a scripted series, revisiting the Tiger King drama between Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, Killing It, a new comedy starring Craig Robinson, and a Pitch Perfect series with original star Adam Devine. In addition, lost actor Matthew Fox will return to television in a new series, Last Light. Bel-Air will premiere on February 13th, with Joe vs. Carol to follow on March 3rd. The movie soundtrack to the anime movie Encanto is the #1 album in the United States for a second weekend. Coming in #2 on the Billboard 200 charts today and Saturday is Young Boy Never Broke Again Colors, followed by Gunna's Diaz Forever at #3, The Weeknd's Dawn FM at #4, and Morgan Wallen's Dangerous Adele album at #5. Rounding up the top tier, Adele's 30 at #6, Drake's Certified Lover Boy at #7, The Weeknd's The Highlights at #8, Walker Hayes' Country Stuff at #9, and Doja Cat's Planet Her at #10. And finally, Jackass Forever is the #1 movie in North America, earning $23.5 million in receipts this weekend in its debut, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in #2 is Moonfall with $10 million, followed by Spider-Man No Way Home at #3 with $9.6 million, Scream at #4 with $4.7 million, and Sing 2 at #5 with $4.2 million. Right at the top tier are The King's Man at #6 with $1.2 million, Redeeming Love at #7 with $1 million, American Underdog at #8 with $800,000, The 355 at #8 with $700,000, and The Wolf and the Lion at #10 with $675,000. Last weekend's top 10 movies grossed a total of $31.5 million. This weekend's racked up about $56.4 million. And that was the Entertainment Report for Monday, February 7th, 2022. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report and it'll take you to the page. Good night and God bless you all.